cupcakes, and Merry Christmas. Today we will be talking about our food we had on our most recent vacation, which contained going to Disney Springs, Harry Potter World, and Universal, Kennedy Space Center, and then going on a 7-night Carnival cruise. This is where our story begins. We finally made it to Orlando, and we went to Disney Springs to go to Cooks of Dublin. And in Cooks of Dublin, this was my lovely life-changing chicken. That's me being cute. That was my dad/mother's fish and chips. They say it was very yummy and flaky, and it was the size of a pizza slice. That was after we had gotten our wall art and we were leaving the parks. I was not getting spit on by Stitch.
She was getting spit on by Stitch.
No, I wasn't. This is me with my frozen butterbeer at the Hogwarts castle, which we finally made it to. Hogsmeade. Okay, here's a story about the dragon. I didn't think it would breathe fire. And when we were leaving Dr. Alley, I was proven very wrong. This is the inside of Gringotts. That is my mother's gluten-free sandwich. And in the top left corner, you can see Gilly Water. It has magical elixirs that you can add to it, and it will give it different flavors.
Where were we here?
We were in the Leaky Cauldron, which Harry goes to on his way to Diagon Alley.
And did they have a dedicated kitchen?
Yes.
What about Cooks of Dublin? Did they have a dedicated gluten-free kitchen?
Yes.
What about their fryers? Are they dedicated gluten-free only?
Yes.
Okay. So did you feel safe eating at these two places?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any reactions?
No.
Perfect. How was the burger?
The burger bun was a bit dry, but the mozzarella and the bacon were just right. And then there's normal butterbeer. It sadly did not live up to its frozen counterpart. We are leaving Universal. The worst sandwich in my life. We are at the bread box. We are at the bread box, and it was the driest bread you ever have. The bacon was very lukewarm.
Did you put any kind of condiments like mayo on your sandwich? Do you think that would have made it any better?
Yes.
Okay. What about your French fries here?
It just tasted like Wendy's French fries.
What about your milkshake?
Delicious! This was my mother's salad. My mother said it was very good.
And did they have a dedicated fryer at the bread box?
No.
Do they have a dedicated gluten-free cooking area?
No. We made it to Kennedy Space Center! That is a diorama of the moon landing. I've got to touch the moon. I was sitting on a rover and my dad was driving. That was very real. That was also very real.
Totally in space, dude.
Yeah. I wish my dad would order these already. Okay, so this is the cookie, the gluten-free cookie and the gluten-free brownie at Warbeck Cafe and Kennedy Space Center. I'm going to tell you about the brownie and then I'm going to tell you about the cookie. The brownie had little bits of fudge. It was moist and it did not easily crumble apart. It was delicious and certified gluten-free. The cookie did not crumble when you ate it. You could easily break in half. Tasted like a normal cookie. It was 3 times as bigger than a normal cookie. I think that one's also a win. So delicious. This was my mother's salad. I did not taste it, so I can't tell you it was good. But my mother told me it was very good. And the plants were used in a space-like environment to see if it's possible to grow plants in space. This was a really good bun, and it lived up to its expectations of a burger bun. And the cheese was cheese. The patty, though. What kind of cow did they use for that? Whatever cow they must have used was very expensive, apparently. The fries. These fries, they were your average fries.
Did they have a dedicated cooking area and fryer?
Yes!
Did you feel safe?
Very.
Did you have any kind of a reaction?
No.
Awesome.
That was a rocket ship. I forgot what it's called.
That was the Falcon 9 that actually went to space multiple times.
Yes. Listen to my father over there. You can't see. Cake by the ocean. Yeah. Where I know we're going to get hecka copyrighted for this. But this was gluten-free chocolate cake that we found at Super Target. Hooray? Yeah, hooray! Lesson of this story. If you can find a utensil box when you find this gluten-free cake, please do. It's not good warm. Third Culture Kitchen! Dinner! Yummy! That was my mother's gluten-free poke.
This was in Titusville by Cape Canaveral.
Rice noodles and rice. It was mid at very best. These were not gluten-free, but they would normally be. The gluten-free fryer was not working at the time we were there. So, this is what my father got. I'd love to have those chicken.
So they were literally bringing the fixed gluten-free fryer in as we were leaving the restaurant. Or we could have ordered this. This was delicious. It was amazing. It was the whole reason we went there. Gluten-free fried chicken is very hard to do and very hard to do well. And next time we go, we will try it again and hopefully their fryer is working. Also, the gluten-free fried cauliflower was amazing. It was life-changing.
We finally made it on the ship! Guys, burgers and fries? Okay, let me tell you about this bun. It was handmade there, but it was very crumbly. And if you're into like handmade buns, this is for you. If you don't like very crumbly buns, I don't suggest this. And the fries were average fries again.
Did they have a gluten-free workspace and fryer?
Yes.
Did you have to wait for it?
Yes.
How long?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Ship's time.
What other time would there be?
Florida time. I don't know, man. That was my yummy ice cream. Now this is the second one where I'm like, Dad, please stop. Look, please stop pointing your camera at me. I'm trying to eat my all-you-can-eat ice cream.
Did you ever put your mouth underneath the ice cream machine and turn it on and let it just pour ice cream straight into your mouth?
No.
Why not?
That's weird.
It's all you can eat.
Oh my God. Father, would you like to explain this one for me?
So this was the allergy stand, and the day that we boarded, no one was there because the person that's supposed to be there was off. We had some issues at first with the allergy and felt like it wasn't being taken seriously on the ship. We talked to the maitre d' who took our order because as an allergy person, you pre-order for the next day's food. But this first day was a struggle trying to get good gluten-free food. There were many times that we would order something and then we're told, no, we can't make this gluten-free on short notice. But if you order it tomorrow, we can get it tomorrow. So this was our struggle on the Royal Caribbean Magic with
Not Royal
gluten-free.
Caribbean. We were on Carnival. Don't listen to him.
Sorry, on the Carnival Magic with gluten-free.
The very underwhelming coconut cake. Yes, that's just a title I called it. They would normally be able to make this gluten-free, but it was not gluten-free because my dad had it. He does not have the allergy. The tomatoes apparently were very good. I did not see what they saw in it. I did not like them. The meatball could normally be made gluten-free, but this is not gluten-free. We would just like to show it if you come on the second day and you're able to pre-order.
We are at the Captain's Table Italian restaurant, which is an upcharge. I recommend not coming on the first day if you have an allergy. Get with the maitre d', get with the head waiter, let them know that you have a reservation and give them your order for day 2 and on, and they can have things like this gluten-free all ready for you.
This was my mother's cherry tomatoes and oysters?
Mussels?
Oysters, mussels, whatever you call them. One of the very many shrimp cocktails you'll see.
Because shrimp is
Gluten-free.
and
Delicio.
okay, so we had some gluten-free bread here at the Italian restaurant, the Captain's Table, and we had a bit of an issue. They brought it out, and then they brought out the gluten bread, and the presentation was vastly different. They just brought bread to begin with for the gluten-free. And I asked them if they could bring us some more, but have the same presentation as the gluten bread, which was delicious. Once they brought out the gluten-free bread in the same presentation, it was amazing. It was exactly as it should be, rather than just dry bread. And we requested with the maitre d' that they do it this way from now on, so that those with celiac or those with the gluten sensitivity or gluten allergy wouldn't have to have second-class food. They could have it the way it should be all the time.
This could also be normally made gluten-free. This is pork loin.
Pork shank.
Yeah, I was close enough. Life-changing pasta. There's going to be a lot of life-changing foods, so don't worry about it.
What was so good about it?
Everything.
The cheese and the sauce all together?
The cheese, the sauce, and the pasta with some sort of flour I can't identify. It was gluten-free, though. Also, gluten-free pasta with shrimp. You're going to see a lot of these. This is Carnival melting chocolate cake, and I got it every single day.
What was the problem with this one?
This one, they didn't know how many gluten-free passengers would be on board, and so my mom didn't get one. All my Disney fans, you know what I'm about to say. We found Carnival branded jungle juice.
Breakfast only.
Breakfast only, sadly.
You were so happy to get your jungle juice.
Eggs Benedict at Sea Day brunch. The most underwhelming, not good French toast in the world.
Why? What made it not good?
It didn't soak up the eggs, and the syrup didn't soak in either. It wasn't fluffy like it should be.
Like a brick of bread?
Yes.
Okay.